In a large hall filled with people, a Western man stood confidently holding a piece of paper in his hand. His eyes were sharp and his voice echoed boldly.
If you Muslims can answer my 15 questions, I will immediately embrace Islam. I will testify that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger.
The crowd went silent. Some thought it was a joke. Others were cautious. But then a calm young Muslim man stepped forward, carrying the Quran in his heart more than in his hands. He said with confidence,
"Ask whatever you wish. If the truth is with us, we fear no question."
The man smiled sarcastically and asked his first question. What was before God? Who created God? The young man replied calmly, Your question is flawed. You're asking who created the Creator, but in Islam God is eternal, without beginning or end. It's like asking, what color is the number 7? The question doesn't make sense. We believe that He is the first and the last, and that God is uncreated. The man paused, then asked another question. Where is God? Why can't we see Him? The young man replied with clarity. Do you see your own mind? Do you see electricity as it moves through wires? We don't see God, but we see His signs in creation, in ourselves, in the skies, and in life. And we believe that in the hereafter, believers will see Him. In this life, our hearts see Him through faith. See. The man asked why God created us if He knew we would sin. The young man smiled and explained that mercy is only shown when mistakes exist. Heaven is not for the perfect, it's for those who strive. God created us to test us, to see who among you is best in deeds. Through this, His forgiveness, justice, and wisdom are manifested. Then the man raised his voice to ask why there is evil in the world, murder, poverty, injustice. The young man calmly replied that evil is not proof of God's absence. It proves the existence of free will. God didn't create us like angels. He gave us choice, to hold us accountable. In Islam, evil has wisdom. It may lead people back to God, test their patience, or elevate their rank in paradise. The man asked why Muslims don't believe Jesus is the Son of God, and whether it isn't miraculous that He was born without a father. The young man responded confidently, Adam was created without a father or mother. Does that make him the Son of God? No, he is God's servant. Jesus was created by the word be, just like Adam, and was made a sign for the world, but he is a prophet, not a god or son of God. The man challenged why God's existence couldn't be scientifically proven. The young man answered, Because God is beyond time, space, and matter. Science measures the material world, but God is the creator of that world. But reason tells us that every creation has a creator, every design has a designer. The universe isn't random, and life isn't meaningless. The man asked how the Quran could be from God if it's written in human language. The young man answered that language is just a tool. The Quran came in Arabic so people could understand, but no one has ever been able to produce anything like it. Say, if all mankind and jinn gathered to produce the like of this Quran, they could not. It defeated the poets, guided millions, and is preserved perfectly for over 1,400 years. The man questioned why Islam restricts people with rules, asking if freedom isn't better. The young man said that in Islam you're free, until your freedom harms yourself or others. God doesn't force you to obey, He guides you. Islam doesn't force anyone to enter the religion. There is no compulsion in religion, but it teaches responsibility, not chaos. The man asked mockingly why Muslim women wear the hijab, questioning if it isn't a form of oppression. The young man smiled and explained, The hijab is not a cage, it's dignity. It's protection, not imprisonment. In Islam, a woman is valued for her mind and character, not her body. The hijab says, I am a person, not a product. The man asked his final question in disbelief, wondering if they truly believe in heaven and hell, and if it isn't just fear-mongering. The young man answered with certainty, It's justice. Just like there are courts in this world, there's one after death. Heaven is for the faithful, and hell is for the corrupt. Without reward and punishment, where is justice? Would it be fair if murderers and saints ended the same? The crowd listened in silence, spellbound. The man had come expecting to embarrass the Muslims, but instead He found his own doubts crumbling. He looked at the young man, then down at his paper. With a voice no longer proud but humbled, he said,
I cannot deny a single answer. I wasn't really here to argue. I was searching for truth. And I testify now there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah.
The hall erupted in takbir. Allahu Akbar. The young man embraced the new Muslim and said,
Welcome to Islam, brother. Today your heart has been reborn.